Okay, so I just got this in today. This is the wing from Saunders Archery. It's a brand new product. It's been developing it a long time, and I've been very, very curious to give it a try. Folds over like that, pops over like this, locks into place. It's designed to be shot archery style, like a bow and arrow, with your hands open. And you got your lanyard here. That's the only thing that's keeping the slingshot from falling on the ground is this lanyard, because it's going to come flying out of your hands, but because of the way it's held. It's straight wrist. I got two fingers over here holding the wing. That kind of holds it down while I'm loading, and then I let go when I shoot. So this is kind of the way you grip it. Do not grip it here. Don't even bother with this. It's not designed to be gripped down here. It won't work. Won't work right, or the way it's designed. Let me shoot a couple times. When I draw back, you draw straight, but I push forward just a little bit, so that the follow through is kind of like that, where it follow through this way and then it comes out. That's just how I do it. That's what's worked for me so far today, as I've tried it out for the first time. These are 1mm latex bands. It's about 1.25 inches tapered down to 3/4 of an inch taper. They're a little wide for this spot, but they still work. You can still get them in there. I was worried that the wider bands wouldn't fit in there, but it still locks in quite nicely. Not a problem. So let's take our first shot at the bottle inside the catch box. And you can see there's a really a hard kick, because this is heavy rubber. But because of the way it's held, there's no shakiness in your hand. If you were trying to shoot a regular slingshot with this much pull, your hand's going to shake a little bit. So this slingshot, this wrist rocket, is designed to be able to pull back a heavier weight and still maintain some stability and still maintain accuracy with a heavier pull. Let's shoot these cans, see how we do. It's nice and hard. I shoot 7/16 ammo for hunting. That's all I need. That's all I think you should use. It. The 1/2 inch is what comes with the bands, and that's fine. It's just my preference is the 7/16. I think it's just a good all-around ammo for everything. And if you're shooting fast enough, it's going to take any small game. All right, try again. And you can see how you can see the slingshot wrist rocket just come flying out of your hand. You just got to overcome that mentally when you first start shooting it. Those two cans down there actually have product in them. They're I left they're full. I just wanted to show you just how hard this can hit with, and how stable. I just want you to see how stable my hand is. It's not doing that at all, because I'm able to support it like that. It's not shaky at all. I can hold that for a long time, even with this heavy pull. Takes a little getting used to the slingshot just coming out of your hand like that. And that was went right through it, both sides of that can. I'm going to show you something just for kind of humor's sake, I guess, a little bit, but also just to demonstrate where the slingshot would go if you don't have the lanyard on. What you kind of have to overcome, because this was what would happen if there was no lanyard there. Watch this. but it'll catapult quite a distance. So you got to trust the lanyard. A couple features. It is amazing, really is amazing how these so easily go in and out. I mean, it just snaps in. I mean, it's extremely simple. The bands just go down in there, that much, snap it in. You can see how easy that comes in and out. Bam. Both sides are the same, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which way you do it. They snap in the same way. You've got right in here. You got 2 band sets that I got stored in there. So you got some backup band sets, just sitting right there in the handle. And what I really like about it, it's kind of transformer looking, so the look is really cool. You can fold it over and like this, and do this. And I wouldn't say it's pocketable. It's not really pocketable because it's kind of bulky in your pocket, but it's not very big. But what's cool about it is you can't tell what that is. I mean, it's just like it could be something you get at Burger King, a child's toy, transformer, whatever. But with having bands in the handle and whatnot, it doesn't take long to turn that. Oop, I dropped these things. Where they went? It doesn't take long to turn that into a very powerful wrist rocket. This is so light. I can't even tell you how light this is. I can't weigh but a couple of ounces. But anyway, that's just an initial impressions of the wing from Saunders. I do recommend it. It is something that I'm glad to have in my collection. That's something I'm going to enjoy shooting. And if you like shooting heavy bands and heavy ammo, and that's your thing, this is probably something you're going to want to try.